Hello dear readers and subscribers. What better way to start a new year by shortlisting 8 of the most exciting artists of today. I'm going to present you 8 artists that have caught my eye in 2023, ranging from young and emerging artists up to more mature and mid-career artists who are on the verge of becoming true established artists. Some of these artists had breakthrough shows throughout 2023, carrying a lot of momentum, whereas others had a great response and great showings within the art market. As I have focused on artists with an upwards career trend using the Artifact tool and also their brand new Heat Index, but also the art market report from Artsy's 2023 recap. So here come the artists that I will follow very closely as we continue to have our fingers at the pulse of the art world. The first artist is Alia Ahmad. Born in 1996, Alia Ahmad is an artist whose large-scale paintings serve as an homage to her native city, the industrial desert metropolis of Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. Exploring time, place and memory, transforming vivid and carefully chosen color palettes into abstracted landscapes. In her artistic process, Ahmad constructs social spaces within linear representations of the desert, highlighting the stark contrast between the vast emptiness of the landscape and the vibrancy of flora. She draws inspiration from the aesthetics of incomplete woven textiles, using these as a foundation for blending process, space and sensory elements. Ahmad's paintings employ a visual language that blends linguistic elements with kind of impressionistic techniques, as she incorporates subtle, faded lines and calligraphic motifs across various canvases. She draws comparisons to Li Yufang's works that bridge the natural and industrial worlds, but also Jerome Mitchell's abstract landscapes or Vincent van Gogh's expressive brushstrokes. The response to this unique combination was simply staggering in 2023. Alia Ahmad had the second highest year-over-year growth in inquiries for artists' works listed on Artsy, as illustrated in their latest art market report. An utmost significant statistic, of course, showing great promise, more than great promise, for 2024. Up next we have one of my favorite abstract painters from the past year, Frederic Anderson. Born in 1973 in Luxembourg and residing and working in London, Frederic Anderson is an abstract painter who focuses on the expressive potential of gestural mark making to convey and communicate raw experiences on a purely emotional level. His works are characterized by spontaneous jots, scribbled lines and seemingly casual marks, with a subtle haze on a slightly warmer surface. Juxtaposing bright colors while slightly blending the rough edges of the mark to make it less aggressive and more volatile or even elusive. Anderson is known for creating his own paint, utilizing pure mineral pigments often sourced from semi-precious stones such as tourmaline and lapis lazuli. He begins his artistic process with canvases with signs of wear, such as dirt or fingerprints, guiding his initial artistic impulses. His approach to art is akin to a form of meditation, because he kind of works rapidly and especially instinctively, sidestepping over-analysis and doubt. There is something unmistakable paradoxical in Frederic Anderson's work here, as it is both impromptu but also carefully crafted, gritty but also very polished, blending external influences with personal introspection. Impressive showings throughout 2023 at international art fairs such as Arco Madrid, Art Genève or TIFAF Maastricht. And also with the support of Van de Weghe, which is actually a gallery with a good eye and knack of having great, iconic abstract artists in their program. It is very likely that the irresistible beauty of his pieces will continue to spread across the globe in the new year. Up next we have Niklas Asker. Born in 1979 in Nordingra, Sweden, currently residing and working in Malmö, is a contemporary painter, best known for his figurative paintings. His one-person show at Nicodim in Los Angeles, a gallery with a strong reputation for discovering and presenting exciting figurative painters, was a standout exhibition for me, giving his career significant momentum and promise for 2024. The quality of his work is undeniably breathtaking, echoing the sentiments expressed by William Blake about the importance of observing the finer details in our surroundings. This philosophy is evident in Asker's work, often highlighted through subtle elements like elusive shadows or the fine lines of skin. His approach to art can be seen as an archaeological method almost, as he draws inspiration from a wide range of historical influences, from Auguste Rodin to medieval bas-reliefs. Asker articulates his artistic vision as a pursuit of pure human expression, consciously eliminating superfluous elements. And it has this kind of minimal touch to a figurative body of works. For our next artist, I have been tremendously subjective as we move to my home country, Belgium. Even more, born in 1993 in my personal birth town, Kortrijk, where the artist continues to work and reside, Bram Demunter is a contemporary painter ending 2023 and starting the new year with a stunning solo show at Tim van Laere Gallery in Antwerp. Demunter creates art that reflects on humanity and our role in the world as he delves into the myths and stories we construct, the visual cultures we develop, and the lasting impressions we leave on the natural environment. In his paintings and drawings, Demunter meticulously gathers, scrutinizes, and categorizes various elements. He often spends extensive periods examining an object, contemplating its origins and the history it has witnessed. These objects gradually embed themselves in his subconscious, forming new links between forgotten symbols, myths, legends, and tales, which he then skillfully relates to more contemporary events. Demunter's body of work does not present a clear-cut message, but instead creates an amalgam of meanings and analogies for interpretation that connect with both individual and shared memories. The motifs in his work trigger associations without being tied to specific symbols or archetypes. This approach underscores the coexistence of multiple themes and their representation throughout his art. The combination of talent, patience, intellect, enigma, and a very appealing quirkiness in his work make us wonder if he can follow in the footsteps of his Belgian compatriots, who became extraordinarily successful under the guidance of Tim van Laere himself. My best guess is yes. Up next we have Özgür Kar. Özgür Kar, born in 1992 in Ankara, Turkey, currently resides and works in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. The first time I encountered Kar's work was in the basement of Liebaert projects, showcasing a monumental video installation. His artistic creations are uniquely arranged in space, resembling characters in a theatrical production, each playing a distinct role within a non-linear narrative. He collaborates with voice actors and musicians to craft complex, multi-layered soundscapes, characterized by solemn repetition, blending a sense of existential unease with dark, cartoon-like humor elements. His works exhibit a contemplative stoicism, particularly evident in his minimally animated drawings. These drawings are subtly looped, transforming videos into sculptural forms that are seemingly trapped within the confines of television screens. Beyond the overtly eerie and grotesque themes juxtaposed with cartoon figures, Kar's power seems to lie in its evocation of contemporary existential themes, presented in a dramatically tonal manner. With impressive institutional shows year in, year out, the career trend of Özgür Kar does not seem to slow down at all. On the contrary, if he continues to do so throughout the new year, we can only expect more exquisite work by Kar, being presented in the highest realms of the art world. Up next we encounter another painter who was listed in the top 10 of artists' year-over-year growth in inquiries for works. Francesca Mollet, born in 1991 in Bristol, residing and working in London, is best known for her abstract paintings that dynamically respond to their surrounding space and context. Her works are meditations on light and surface, emerging from a process that is both fluid and precise. Mollet's compositions develop by distilling observations from images and analyzing the evolving interactions of paint, where she explores the tension between luminosity and density. Her paintings often depict organic subjects, yet she renders them so that their distinctive characteristics blend into new yet recognizably familiar forms. This delicate balance of specificity acts as a vehicular medium for viewers to experience desire, understanding, and sincere engagement. Up next we have Jan Severin Nguyen, born in 1990 in Carson City, who is a contemporary artist currently residing and working in New York City. Her work in photography, video, and installation is deeply influenced by various sources, including social media content, philosophical texts from the 20th century, and various objects simply found on the streets of New York that she has referred to as psychic garbage. By amalgamating these varied elements, her art reflects the discourse in online culture. It challenges traditional distinctions between high and low culture, but also authenticity and fabrication, and what is considered appealing or off-putting, in which a recurring theme is the interplay between alienation and intimacy. She adopts an improvisational approach in her photography, creating small-scale scenarios using a variety of materials from toenails and fruit to grass or jelly. She is intrigued by the challenge of capturing transient processes and photographs of materials as they undergo dynamic changes, such as burning, bubbling, tearing or sinking, capturing them in moments of irrevocable transformation. Her photography often features extreme close-ups and vivid colors, deliberately making the identity of the subjects ambiguous. 2023 was another impressive year of the young American artist, with impressive showings in Berlin, Paris, Beijing and more. As a result, I am most curious to see what she has in store for us in 2024. And to conclude, one of my favorite shows in the past year took place at, not surprisingly, at one of my favorite galleries in Paris, Semiose, with Sunburn by Laurent Proux, an artist that I have been following for a while, who convinced me entirely that he would fulfill his potential completely. Born in Versailles in 1980, residing and working in Paris, Proust's paintings and drawings are marked by strong and distinctive visual language, as he employs techniques such as integrating anomalies, juxtaposing different planes, and using artificial colors. His treatment of the human figure is notable for its fragmentation, exaggerated forms, and silhouette usage, resulting in a portrayal of the body as a politicized, machine-like entity that is simultaneously unsettling and emotive. His latest series of paintings were created during his residency at Casa Velázquez, filled with sunlight, flesh, and exquisite painting, in which meaty bodies seem to entangle in acts of metamorphosis, love, or cannibalism. The sheer power and delicacy of these pictures were received outside of the Paris gallery walls as well, with a strong showing at Art Genève and Pace Gallery in Hong Kong. Therefore, I can simply not wait for what the French painter has in store for us in the new years, with his latest show and series of works, Sunburn, being burnt into my retinas and seared into my brain, leaving me and our insatiable desire for art longing for more. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Feel free to watch last week's video with 3 steps for art success in 2024 next. Support us on Patreon and please consider subscribing to stay posted for more contemporary art. Bye.